Sky Bet Super Week is back.
7 days of bigger and better offers from the 12th to the 18th of September, which all kicked off on Friday.
The Super Week covers all of the biggest sporting fixtures all week long.
It's going to be a big one. 18 plus, T's and C's apply. Be gamble aware.
So the Champions League is back, and what a week of opening fixtures we have. Liverpool host Atletico Madrid. Arsenal are off to Athletic Bilbao. Kevin De Bruyne returns to Manchester City with Napoli. And Newcastle United welcome Barcelona. Faustino Asprilla is going to get a hat-trick. Chelsea face Bayern Munich, and Tottenham face Villarreal at home.
The thing with the Champions League, obviously, you're new to it in terms of the new format for Chelsea, but you don't have to be that good to get out.
No.
Good.
And the English sides, because of our, not in a good way, but because of the wealth in the Champions League.
10 years ago, you have to be beaten Bayern Munich if it's the first game and get that 3 points on the board. Now it's a little bit different.
What do you think in terms of if we explore each English club? So, Ad, for example, let's start with Liverpool, shall we? Big summer for them, massive summer. On some level, I don't agree with this, but I think a lot of people will be saying that the league isn't enough. I remember people always used to say that about Guardiola City. I was like, no, wait, what? The league is always enough. But there is a school of thought that suggests the league isn't enough when you spend the way that they do.
The league would be enough for them this year because it would be
retaining
21.
it and retaining it.
Obviously, they're going to want to win the Champions League, and the amount of money they've spent, there's going to be pressure on them to do that. You also look at the front line that they're producing, and also the Champions League could be where Florian Wirtz comes into his own, because suddenly he's playing European teams and he's feeling a little bit more comfortable. He's not as in your face.
Slightly more protection from the refs.
Because I remember Varane for United, he wasn't really good in the Premier League, but put him in the Champions League and he was the bollocks.
Dictating.
Yeah, he was so good. So it maybe could be where Florian Wirtz comes into it. There's going to be the pressure on them to do well. I just think defensively they do have issues, and I know they've probably gone away a little bit more recently, but I'm still not sure about Frimpong. I'm still not sure about Kerkez, and that could be their downfall. But over 2 legs again, they're going to go through in the group. Over 2 legs against any team, they can.
Do they beat PSG in a final? Do they beat PSG in a semi-final? I don't think they're better than PSG.
I think we have to reassess.
It's all about the midfield.
I feel like Liverpool.
I think PSG would dominate them in midfield. I still think they don't have that defensive
if you think
ball
PSG
winning
would
midfield.
improve, Liverpool are going to improve as well.
Oh, of course, yeah. But they lost to PSG last season. They got completely schooled in that game by Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique is a better coach than Arne Slot.
Think about what Chelsea did to PSG though in the summer. Does that have any impact on your decision?
No, it's not a real tournament. Respectfully, it's not. Is it? It's a half tournament. It's not. It's like a community shield tournament. It's not a real tournament.
I think
it is.
Respectfully, it's not. It's not.
It is.
It's not a real tournament. It's like a community shield.
What about
PSG wants to win that?
Yeah, of course. But the final in America, it doesn't. It's not
affect it.
indicative of a March semi-final.
I feel like Liverpool are favourites for the Champions League.
It has to be PSG.
But just because they're
Just the
holders and they deserve it.
How often do people defend the Champions League?
But
Very
Booth,
rare.
do you know what you always used to say as well, Booth? Has it changed? It was something that you would always put forward when we would discuss PSG winning it. You would often say that you would be quite detrimental about their domestic league and suggest that would bleed over into their Champions League. Is that not still the case?
It's changed now, hasn't it? Because they won it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Literally, they figured it out, haven't they?
Fair enough. What about Arsenal? How do you feel like they'll get on?
I think they can go to quarters, semis again. Have they got enough belief? I don't even believe. It's not about quality. Like somewhere for Chelsea, when you beat Bayern Munich, I always remember you had that terrible starting 11 because of all the injuries. And you had Ryan Bertrand at left back, but there was this kind of belief that Chelsea should be winning the Champions League at some point.
Left wing, mate.
Yeah, exactly. All these, John Obi Mikel doing things. Yeah. It was like, this is our time to win it. Do Arsenal have that mentality to not only get to a final, but we deserve to win it?
You and I have a lived experience, and I know that you agree with what I'm about to say. We both agree that to win a Champions League, what happens before you win it is you nearly win it. What happens before you win it is you probably lose a final. Arsenal, this iteration of Arsenal, have nearly won it. They nearly won it last year.
Yeah, but Pellegrini City got to a semi-final. You need to be the heartbreak of losing to Chelsea in the final is different to the semi-final under Pellegrini. We lost to Real Madrid. Gareth Bale scored. It's completely different. They didn't even get to the final, and they were weak in the semis, weren't they? They got bullied in the semis by PSG. I think they're a million miles off.
What about the new signings though? The Zubimendi signing, for example. That feels very Champions League-y, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think they'll go deep. Are they better? They'll get smashed by PSG again.
What do you think? At Arsenal in Europe?
I think they go deep. I think they'll be they'll look like one of the favourites, but I think they'll fail to do it again. And look, this might be a fault on my behalf, but I just never fancy Arsenal in the Champions League. I'd say the favourites from England, if you're just looking from an English perspective, would be Liverpool, Man City,
Or
Chelsea,
Man City.
You know, I'd go.
Yeah,
in that
we'll
kind of
talk
direction.
about that in detail imminently.
Yeah.
But just kind of top line looking at each English club. Buvey, how you feel about City?
Yeah, excited, mate. 100%. Because the league phase.
What about legitimately though? What you really, really like? Your
I'm excited,
Your
100%.
thrill levels aren't exactly.
I'm excited for it. But it's just
Would
a
you have
long...
said this last week if you weren't hot off a Derby Day win?
If we lost 4-0 to United, of course, I'm a completely different person today. But there's a lot of quality performances in that derby where you think even Donnarumma. I've not seen any Donnarumma this time last week. I think he got them the Champions League. He was incredible against Aston Villa, against Arsenal last season for PSG. Maybe Man City are a cup side. Maybe Man City don't have the experience to win 38 games in the league and try and get 100 points. Maybe that's really difficult.
Yeah.
But certainly, 6, 7, 8 games in a row in the Champions League. Guardiola can do
Haaland
it.
agree.
looks at it
And
as
that's
well.
that's
Donnarumma.
exactly what I want us to be. You know, if you
cup
you know
side.
when we talk about Chelsea with regard to the Champions League, that was exactly who I want us to
Haaland
be.
down the middle, Donnarumma in sticks. You got Diaz, Stones.
Yeah, and then hope for the best after
Rodri
that.
and
basically.
Foden.
Yeah.
That's it's one of the best spines in European football. It's a better spine than Arsenal when everyone's fit,
Hmm.
in my opinion. In
What
the
about-
Champions League, Donnarumma's the best Champions League keeper of a
The thing
generation.
that could do both Chelsea and Man City a bit of a favour with regard to the challenge from Arsenal in the Champions League is that Arsenal will be spreading themselves more thinly. Whereas I just don't think that we're in the hunt for the title. I just don't think we can win the league.
No,
Like you look at our results so far in the Premier League, you think about the teams that we've played in the Premier League, none of them particularly inspiring. We drop points left, right and centre. I don't think we're going to win the Premier League, but I do think that we will easily qualify for the
easily.
Champions League.
Easily.
So our focus can kind of be Champions League
I
football.
worry about that squad that you've got. It's a young squad, lots of talent. I look at the 11 against Brentford. I think, how's that a £4 billion squad? It's just there are massive gaps there. The keeper, the
But do
centre back.
you think
Hato
because
I
of
like, but he's
because of our
young.
European pedigree, which far worse Chelsea teams than this Chelsea team have done far better in the Champions League than Arsenal's best ever team. Like we've done really well in the Champions League. We've done really well in Europe basically since we've been in it.
Yeah, but even that Tuchel side that won against City, I mean, you're talking about the best defensive midfielder of all time, arguably, and Kante's in the side. You've got all these quality players.
You're
This Chelsea side are way younger.
You certainly are, but like Ben Chilwell was one of the most important players in that
Yeah,
team. You know,
Chilwell,
Timo Werner, fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah.
Like, but we could do it in Europe, is my point.
Yeah.
And I kind of wonder if this could be our year. Newcastle, they could easily knock out the group.
They'll make it out of the group.
They got difficult fixtures. I haven't seen their fixtures.
They could easily knock out the
They
group.
got Barcelona, which are massively juicy.
Faustino Esprilla might score a hat trick.
Dan Burn versus Lamine Yamal. How's that? He used to play for Yeovil Town. So if he can do that, we can do anything, lads. Seriously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
look, I think they'll get out of the league, and then who knows?
Wait, what? They got Barca, Athletic, Marseille away is not going to be that easy.
So they got Bilbao,
beat them. They'll
Benfica,
beat Leverkusen.
Marseille.
Yeah, they'll get out of the group easy.
And they got
Do you reckon?
Bradford.
Yeah. I'm not sure they will.
Eddie Howe,
I think Eddie Howe's the king.
Voltamara. Come on, man.
Do you remember when they should have gone through when it was the group?
Yeah.
It was a
When they
little bit easier,
beat
and then-
PSG.
Although that experience might help them.
Yeah, they beat PSG and then didn't go through.
Yeah, it was
Yeah. And what about Tottenham back in the big time?
They'll get out of the group as well.
You know what's good for them? They got two of the teams they beat on the way to the Europa League final in there.
What, Bodo Glimt?
And Frankfurt.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
Frankfurt without Ekatike as well.
Yeah, fair.
they'll be
fair.
fine.
Which English club's going to go furthest?
Chelsea. Chelsea will go furthest. Actually, I kind of think Liverpool win it.
in a final against Chelsea.
You don't go furthest.
I kind of
Come
think-
on.
I
Could
kind
we
of
get
think-
another all English final, do you think?
I think
Really?
Newcastle will go further than Chelsea this season.
Nah.
Shut up.
Don't be silly.
You don't. Do you really
I think
think
your
that?
side's that average, honestly. I'm not winding you
Okay,
up.
I'll
Their
bet you.
side's better than
Bet you
bet
what?
Newcastle.
I bet you money.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do a fiver.
I'll do
Fiver.
£100.
Oh, I'm not doing the three figures. I'll do tenner. Come on then.
Okay, I'll do a tenner.
Do a dinner
I mean,
at
if-
least.
what
Do a dinner
about
at least.
A pint.
Yeah,
Like,
pint,
there's no
yeah,
point
pint,
doing
yeah,
a tenner is a pint. We'll definitely go further than Newcastle. I think Newcastle could end up not going through in the group.
No.
I really do.
I-
But I think Liverpool go furthest.
Who?
Liverpool, Man City, 100%.
How? How can Man City go further than Liverpool in this competition? They just can't.
Well, we've won it more recently than them with the same spine.
Yeah, I know, but
basically.
you can't.
Foden,
you
Rodri,
can't go-
Diaz,
you
they're all
can't do
there.
You can't do a historical chat about
You can.
Liverpool in Europe.
This is hope rather than expectation.
Man United.
Chelsea. Chelsea going to win it.
Chelsea.
I don't want them to win it, by the
What
way.
with Gittins on the left?
Garnacho on the
Fuck you,
left.
no.
Garnacho was really good in the Champions League for us.
Garnacho really fucked up against Brentford.
Yeah, that was funny. I ate
He's
it.
rubbish.
I ate it. My head's gone with
Kind of summed him up in one moment, I thought.
it.
Like,
See how he was over celebrating? Like,
Yeah, he's a
like,
weird
oh.
dude.
who will be the top goal scorer in the Champions League, lads? It's obviously
easy.
Harry Kane.
They get battered early as well, Bayern Munich. They've really underperformed in the last
What
5
you think we
years.
do them?
I'm saying in general, in terms of they might not even get to the semi-finals, so they might not have enough games to score goals.
Now, but it
Haaland's going to
depends
win
on
the
who
Champions
you've got
League.
in the groups because you can go really early.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah, Kane will score.
Haaland's the only shout because he's just scored 8 goals in a week, lads.
No.
8 goals in a week.
Kane. Who do you think, Adam? Who's going to be the top?
I'm going.
Stop being biased. Haaland.
Well, how can I be biased here? Who am I
You
going to
hate
pick?
City.
Brian
You
and
hate
Brumo?
City.
What the hell, man? I'm going Harold Kane.
Should somebody have gone Alexander Isak here?
It's not going to be him because Salah, the goal's going to get shared about.
Yeah.
And penalties.
It's like Haaland will be Premier League top goal scorer and then it'll be Salah and Isak.
Yeah.
It won't be. Yeah,
And
they're gonna share the
Ekitike.
goals around. Which giant crashes out in the group stages? I'm sure we're opening this up to the whole thing, right?
Yeah, everyone.
I think Man City.
I was going to say Chelsea.
I think Man City.
They nearly went last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. They did go last year.
did we? No,
Did we
No,
though? No.
Not
nearly.
You
Not-
played a
not
playoff.
nearly.
You
Did
played.
we?
You
finished
played a
24th.
playoff.
Did we?
Yeah, but that counts.
That's making it
That
out of the
counts
group.
as crashing
Obviously,
out.
You've not been in the Champions League since they've
That
changed
counts
the
as
format.
crashing out,
it
man.
Doesn't. No, it
What,
doesn't.
you didn't crash out
Real
as ever-
Madrid didn't crash out then.
You did crash
We played
out.
Real Madrid in the playoff.
And it got done.
Yeah, so what? We're still in it. You've got to be in it
but
to
mate,
win it
for
in the
Man City,
knockouts.
to Man City or Chelsea or Real Madrid or anyone, if any of us go out at the stage that you went out last year, that is a crashing
It's crap.
out.
It was rubbish, but we still made it through.
You know who could? I don't
Spurs?
think they will, but Madrid have got City, Liverpool,
They beat City, though.
Juventus,
They beat Juve.
but we don't know where we're going to be at
Real
that
Madrid
point in
don't-
the season.
They'll
Real
be
Madrid
fine.
won't go.
They'll
Real
be
Madrid won't
fine.
crash out.
Bayern Munich.
Mate, it's Man City, Adam. Trust me.
Should we go Man City?
Yeah, I would put Newcastle,
You're
but
on
we
the
said
one-
giant.
Yeah,
What
we
about
said
Napoli?
giant.
Conte's not great in Europe, is he? Napoli?
No, Conte's got a terrible record. in
Yeah.
Also, they've got Hoyland up.
But are they a giant club in Europe?
Hoyland scored
No,
6
they've
goals
never
last
won
time we played in the Champions League.
They've never won it.
In the
You have
group
to,
stage.
Galatasaray, right? Yeah.
if you
That was a good goal.
do giant, you have to say a team that have won it.
One of
Played
the
game
other
properly.
clubs. Are Juve in it?
Juve are in it.
They'll crash out. They're rubbish. They got Lloyd Kelly scoring goals for them on the
You
weekend.
going Juve over
Lloyd
Chelsea?
Kelly at
You going-
Juventus.
you
They
going-
just lost Cole
you going
and Wani,
Juve?
haven't they?
Juve.
You swapping out of
Yeah,
Chelsea?
fuck. Oh
Adam,
no, keep Chelsea. Keep Chelsea. Sorry.
Adam, who are you going?
Man City.
Yes.
Just English bias.
Right, dark horses.
What?
Which
It's English bias.
outsider?
So when you picked Chelsea, it wasn't English.
Name
It
the
was different.
name the outsider that makes it
The
to the
furthest.
semis.
Oh,
I'm going Naples.
I'm going Kyra Almaty.
I'll stick to my chat. Newcastle United. They're an outsider.
Mate, don't be silly.
Don't be
What
stupid,
to do? What?
mate. You're undermining the
Also,
whole show.
Napoli-
Newcastle will go further than Atletico and Napoli. 100%.
They won't.
Yes, they will.
They won't, they won't.
Maybe they got a better squad than those guys.
Maybe, but they just don't have.
Voltamada. You see his header on the weekend? Mate, 6'6". You've seen Voltamada, man. Mate, it's outstanding.
You know what would be funny? PSG.
No. Who
to make
makes
it-
it to the semis?
Oh, to the
semis or win it.
Surprise one in the semis, Chelsea. Is that fair?
I'm not sure that's
Just
a
Chelsea
surprise.
or City for every
That's not a
topic.
surprise.
It would be with
Mate,
your squad.
we're relatively recent
If you got
winners.
to the semis, that would be
We've
an
just won the Club
it'd be
World
a
Cup.
Mate, it was the Audi Cup.
Napoli.
Playoff.
But Napoli have recently
I've done
got
Napoli.
really far.
No, but Napoli have never won it. It has to, for an outs to be considered a genuine outsider, you have to have never won.
Yeah, Chelsea can't be an outsider. They're
I'm just
two-time
going to
champions.
say a team to just make these two pair.
Just hurry up, though. You've got a train to
You
catch.
can't even think of the
Pathos.
size.
Let's go Madrid.
Okay, great.
Pathos.
Right, lads. One big-chested prediction from you both.
Mine's going to revolve around Chelsea, and I'm going to go Cole Palmer, who's going to have a really good Champions League campaign. I'm going to say more than 8 goals. Would that be considered like really good?
What are you basing that on?
Skill.
You scored 2 in open play in a calendar year so far. We're 9 months into the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's not quite the story. Nobody's taking into account the goals that he scored in that final against Paris Saint-Germain, which were both from open play.
Do they count on the record on transfer marks?
I don't know. They don't, I don't think.
I'm doing Donnarumma to guide Man City, and he wins back-to-back Champions Leagues. Must be the only keeper to do that with 2 different clubs. A bit like a Samir too when he went from Barca to Inter, took the Champions League with him. Donnarumma takes the Champions League with him.
An English team doesn't win it. I know everyone kind of seems to think that's how it's going to go. You look at the favourites at the moment. Liverpool are favourites, joint favourites on Sky Bet with Barcelona. Paris Saint-Germain in at third. Then you got Arsenal, Madrid and City.
So who do you think wins it?
Barcelona.
Really?
With Rashford.
It's not based off Rashford, no, but obviously that would be a nice little.
I think Liverpool are going to win it.
I just think Barcelona have just been. Lamine Yamal's been getting ready for this.
No, it wouldn't
They
be.
look
It
at
wouldn't be
their
that
team.
surprising.
Yeah, it's not a surprise.
It wouldn't be that
They were great
surprising.
last
It
season.
wouldn't be that
I just think
surprising
they're
if
so
Barcelona were to win.
They were so good. Manchester City. Right, those are the predictions. Let us know what you think in the comments down below.